first ban, a respect ban, or at least maybe a disdain ban, a hate ban on the techies, something they do not want to play against again. Meanwhile, MMKR have kept largely the same bans, but they give a respect ban to the Omni Knight, but Glort instantaneously going back for the Pudge they played last game, and was fairly effective. Elder Titan also still in the pool. I wouldn't be surprised to see if Glort pick up the ET again. I'm not personally a huge fan of the duo, but it's not horrible. It's not the worst support duo out there. It's not like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of an example of some horrendous support duo. Oh, like Pudge Bounty or something. That's bad. But MMKR pick up a Nyx Assassin for themselves. Very bursty. Could offlane, could support. I think lately we see it put more in the support role. Roaming 4, Impale. His 6 is also very good, but I mean the stun. I think he is fine in either role. It depends on what his matchups are going to be. I also suspect we'll see dual lanes in the off lane once more, like we did last game in MMKR. Grab Rubik too. This is a good support duo if they do run that as their support duo. You've got like the hard 5, they've got great control, good utility. Rubik basically puts Pudge on your team if he's really fast.
10 seconds remaining.
Or again, they could go back for the Elder Titan, maybe want to shake things up. Witch Doctor's still available, but I suspect it'll be less popular after his fairly significant nerf to Malediction in the early levels.
Team ban.
And instead, they go for the Axe, who was banned out last game, but this time let through. MMKR do have options for heroes dealing with Axe. Juggernaut does fine. Gyrocopter does fine. Basically, you just want high magic damage, and they have plenty of that. You know, you've got Fade Bolt, and there's plenty of magic damage cores in the pool. MMKR removed the Outward Devourer, who also did receive a small nerf, but I think most people are still a bit hesitant to let that hero through. He is terrifying if he gets to the end game. I would even say probably scarier than Medusa in terms of his damage output. Probably Rex Medusa too, if we're being completely honest. That ult is shredding her mana down to nothing. Pure damage orbs. Great ban. Strong hero, but we're not going to get to see him flex his guns this game. Speaking of guns though, look at this. Right? We got front row seats to the gun show. Yeah. Look at that. Look at those guns. Anyways, Phantom Lancer taken out of the pool for Glort. Don't have a ton of AoE to kill to take care of those illusions. I think they could have been okay about it, but maybe just don't want to deal with it. MMKR moving the Medusa that they themselves picked last time, maybe not wanting to give it away to Glort, and thinking, you know what, we shouldn't use that this game. This leaves heroes like Troll Warlord, Terrorblade, Gyrocopter, Juggernaut, all available.
10 seconds remaining.
I'm sorry if you can hear me chewing. I am taking Tums for heartburn. I guess the explosive potential of that techies has spilled over into my reality, and Slark removed by Glort. An interesting hero. One we don't see a lot of, and one I actually think Axe does quite well against. And MMKR, though, pick up the Timber, a hero that does great against Axe and Pudge. I imagine they'll put it off lane, meaning Nyx will be 4 position. They could mid the Timber too if the matchup allows. I think a lot of the popular mids like Death Prophet do well against him, but they're also, I mean, if they pick like Dragon Knight or something, you could definitely run the Timber in the mid. Glort taking their sweet, sweet time figuring this out. They've got their offlaner and they've got one of their supports looking for their core, another support, and a mid. They probably want something that can do magic damage to get through the Timber. I don't know how long they want this game to go. Obviously, they didn't want the last game to go, 90 minutes, but it did. So I guess what they want doesn't necessarily matter. I mean, it matters in the sense that they're like, gosh dang it, this is what I want, and we should respect people's wishes. But when you pick techies, you're not really respecting anyone's wishes. And Glort going back for the Elder Titan they used last game. Great hero against Timber, or at least okay. Makes his base armor 0 and his base magic resist 0. And then MMKR jump right into the Lifestealer. I think I like MMKR's draft a lot more as it stands. I think Timber's going to be great this game. I think Lifestealer is going to do really well this game. However,
10
the
seconds
Axe
remaining.
does some work against that hero. The
Team
call,
ban.
the spin, and Glort getting a sniper too. A hero Lifestealer I think struggles with. They do have Nyx and Timber who can get onto the sniper fairly quickly, but they got to get through these beefy boys. The beef squad protecting that
Team
sniper.
ban.
AM, the final ban for MMKR. They don't want to let that through. I don't think it would have been great this game. It would have been fine, but I feel like maybe Glort want to draft more towards the mid game. I think Troll Warlord looks pretty solid. Tinker removed, getting rid of all those annoying heroes, all those ratty heroes. Ember, Techies, Tinker,
Dire
Anti-Mage.
team pick.
But Glort go right for the Drow. I hate that. I'm sorry, I hate that pick. I think that is horrible. And I know, you know, as a caster, you're not supposed to flame that, like flame really hard. But they have one hero that benefits from the Drow aura. Lifestealer will run at her and kill her. If she misses
10
Gust,
seconds
Timber will
remaining.
slaughter her. If Nyx gets on her, she's going to die. They have a great
5
front line,
seconds
but it
remaining.
really just feels like this Drow was picked to buff up the sniper. And if you want to do that, why not just go for a Luna, who benefits Elder Titan Axe and Pudge, or even a Carry Venge. Not horrible this game. Not great, but not horrible. I think almost anything would have been better than Drow Ranger and MMKR grabbing a Storm for themselves, making things even more difficult for this Drow. I'm going to have to give it to MMKR just from the draft. I really feel like their draft is far superior. I hope I'm not offending. I think Glort had good ideas in their draft. I liked the sniper pick a lot. I like the axe pick a lot. ET also, but this Drow just does not fit. I do not feel like this Drow has much of a place. They're not going to get a ton out of the aura unless she's like spamming it on cooldown to push towers, and even then, I'm not sold. But I could be wrong. I've definitely been wrong many times before. And game 2 getting started here in just a moment. MMKR versus Glort. Glort winning that just agonizing first game. That's a good word for it. Agonizing. We'll see if they can win this second game. Keep it clean. Keep it 2-0 in the playoff phase. Eliminating MMKR. MMKR fighting for their lives right now. And Truthless playing the Elder Titan. Kingslayer on the Drow Ranger. Jishba on Sniper. Bill playing Pudge once again. We've got... I already said those names. Obelisk on the... Wait, did I say everybody? I feel like I missed a name. Azza on Axe. I like that. Kingslayer on Dragon Knight, or on Drow Ranger. Maybe I wish it was a Dragon Knight. But on the other side of the map, Obelisk playing Lifestealer Storm by Saltwater Taffy. The Techies player Thought playing Timber Saw. 204 playing Nyx Assassin and Rubik, played by Zykor.
30 seconds to battle.
Game 2. I wonder if we'll see anyone contest runes. It seems there'll be dual lanes again. Again, apologize if you hear chewing. I'm trying to take some Tums. To manage my heartburn a little bit. So please, I do apologize for the inconvenience. I feel like they could definitely let this act solo. Accidental
May the
Clarity.
best team win.
Like, against Rubik Lifestealer, I don't think they can kill him. So probably just let Azza solo cut the wave. You can't cut it first wave, but you can cut second on. And you can't cut first wave really as of like 12 hours ago. .204 with that Impale level 1. I definitely think the Pudge could be more used down here. There's Drow Aura going to help equalize things a bit for the Sniper, who does start with very low base damage.
Oh, sweet.
Saltwater should be able to deny him for a while, but that'll change. Echo Stomp and King already getting bullied. Not to mention, I don't know if they have the damage to kill Thought unless they've got Pudge. Obelisk. Gonna rush that Solar Crest. I like Solar Crest a lot on Lifestealer. I think it's very popular. I imagine, I mean, maybe he just doesn't think he can farm the Radiance fast enough. The Storm, I really think the Storm pick was excellent from MMKR. You can get on the Sniper very easily. You can get on the Drow very easily. Both those heroes fairly vulnerable once you dive on them, but now it's 204 in serious trouble. He's the vulnerable one. He might be able to try to turn around and get an Impale, but they don't chase any further. They've got an Elder Titan Spirit. I don't think he can get the Stomp. 204 will walk away. Yeah, again, I would really like to see the Axe able to solo. I think in this situation he can. Oh, Truthless really wants to beat down on this Nyx Assassin. Squash the bug. And actually, he gets the Bounty Rune, but 204 does have a stun, so should be able to get this Bounty Rune unless Drow Ranger gets it first. So he gets something. Not everything he wanted, but something. I don't know if you can get a kill him with a hook. He does not have Rage yet. As this Timber gets more and more levels, I fear for this Drow Ranger just getting solo killed by him. She cannot kill him up against reactive armor. We're just like watching his health bar go up. Fortunately, she has good base damage, so can get some CS. However, it's just by bullying the Storm Spirit Saltwater. Now starting to take some damage as the Drow Aura starts to add up. Or maybe not. Only 3 bonus damage. She just hit level 3. Got a point in that silence. But as the Sniper himself gets Shrapnel, gets just right clicks, just gets levels, the basic scaling. And as she does get the Aura leveled up, but Aza has a call. Doesn't hit it though. Wants to save it. Hook also committed, but not yet used. He's got that call. He could pop it. They're taking a ton of damage. The call giving bonus armor too. Could help him out a lot, but his regen immediately canceled. He's getting body blocked. Obelisk doing a good job. I feel like when he got thrown back, that was a really good opportunity to call. But it's also very high risk to do so. Call at like rank 1. It's still 40 bonus armor, but only for 2 seconds. Oh, Thought. He's got a Timber Chain. Still put to sleep. Nyx Assassin 204, only level 1. Gonna soak some XP from Thought. And this is a slight advantage I think MMKR are getting, is the Nyx is sacrificing his XP for the Timber. So Timber is ahead of the Drow Ranger in levels. And once the Timber hits 6, which won't be too terribly long, although I think they want to give this Nyx Assassin level 2. It could be very bad. Like I could definitely see him solo killing Kingslayer. Meanwhile, Storm walking all the way down to get a Bounty Rune up against the Sniper. Jishba fairly even on last hits, starting to pull slightly ahead on XP. About a half a level ahead, to be exact. 3 ranks in the Shrapnel. Dropping it in a place where Saltwater can't really farm, but it also does push the wave. Oh, Thought found the wave in the pull. Bill is here. I don't know if they have the damage, though. Nyx Assassin gets a nice Impale onto 1. Timber Chain, Truthless. First blood by Thought. And just... I feel like Thought could take over this game on this Timber. They have very poor control choices for the Timber, besides the Axe Taunt, the Drow Silence, and even those he's not going to be very easy to kill inside of. Thought just trying to soak up this wave, trying to get all this XP, and oh, they found Truthless again. An Impale, just barely missing, right out of range. But this does mean Axe gets to solo lane. And with the ET here, maybe a bit more pressure, more protection for the Drow Ranger. But Timber keeping even in CS with the Drow, favorable for the Timber Saw, who with 15 reactive armor stacks will never die. That's my real concern for Glort. I think MMKR just have the superior team comp. They're hitting this ward. It was just about to die. Thought though, let's get Truthless. They've got a stun. Do connect. A good hook to pull his teammate away. Storm with a haste, but going after this bounty rune. Sniper has hit 6, can start spamming out those assassinates, especially because Storm cannot zip dodge them yet. Up top, Axe looks like he's doing alright, all things considered. A bit behind the lifestealer, but doing okay. The lift, throwing him back. He has no call, taking a lot of damage from the feast. But mid, a hook, fishing for that Storm, but doesn't find him. All the bot lane, things remain relative. I don't get this. And I really do apologize. I don't want to sound like I'm just like shitting on Kingslayer, but the frost arrows against this Timber will do nothing. He's gonna Timber chain away. I feel like maxing preferably the precision aura, more accurate, more likely this game because they only have one ranged hero, is Gust. So it doesn't even feel like the one ranged hero is getting value out of that precision aura yet. I'm just not sold on this draw pick, but Axe in trouble. A nice call, slowing things down, but an Impale from 204 spells his end. Pudge now himself could be in trouble. A nice cancel on that rot, so he's not put away by the Nyx Assassin's Carapace. But Nyx now with a mana burn, start hurling those out. Nyx level 4, approaching level 6. Once he gets that Vendetta, things are going to become real nasty, real fast. Timber can buy his Soul Ring if he wants. Kingslayer has a Gust, taking a lot of damage, but fortunately, because Timber maxed out the reactive armor, he doesn't do a ton yet. But he's unfazed by this. He's got regen built into his kit with the reactive armor. He's got arcane boots. Drow, on the other hand, not so lucky. But Jishba ahead of the Storm in farm, only just though. Timber at 29, keeping even with enemies. Oh, get a call on 2. Do they have any kind of follow-up? The Echo Stomp, the Rage, a hook onto the Rubik, pulling him away from his ally. And he should just rot to death here very slowly. Bill finds one. Easy to catch them while they're called onto the Axe's rockin' bod. Storm with a DD rune and a zip. Nyx Assassin positioned in a way that he appears to want to get a kill. Radiant fortifying his Timber, slowly pushing. Timber not the fastest pushing hero. I'm pretty sure he just killed Drow. Yes. I missed that in that little engagement. It happened at the same time as the fight top. Timber level 7 with a Soul Ring. Max reactive. That's what, 1.6, 1.45. That's a lot of regen. Tons of armor. And now, he's going to start doing damage. Oh, did they spot this guy? They saw the Storm, though. They know he's here. Kingslayer maybe even wanting to go for this. Does get a silence. The slow doing some work, but is it going to be enough? He can zip in just a second. Bill has arrived too. Has a hook. 2 points in rot now, so better slow on the rot. Nyx Assassin silence. He could be an easy kill though. He's got a spike Carapace up. He needs to pop it now. But a very short duration stun at rank 1. And Glort find a kill on that Nyx, maybe overextending, overestimating the risk his teammates were willing to take a hook. Not going to hit. Thought, throwing down that chakram. Timber chaining forward, gets the cut. King, very low. The silence will whiff, so he can probably just play around with these guys for a while. Look at that regen. He's healing so much, and he's just going right after this Drow. That's all he wants. King trying to slow him down, but Thought, but now this mana's running low. He perhaps is mortal once again, but they back off of him. And Storm zipping in, goes after King. Zips forward, another overload right click. And does find it. Now Timber just diving in deep. Bill getting slaughtered by him, but will deny himself with the rot. However, Truth is not able to deny himself and will be forced to give it up to the Storm Spear. And a double kill for Saltwater. MMKR starting to take the lead in the second game. Lifestealer closing in on his Echo Saber. Storm with Arcane's finished. Not too far from Perseverance. Timber claiming the first tier 1 tower of the game at bot, and Thought just, if we take a look at overall net worth, He's not ahead, but I don't think they can kill him. He's in 4th. Sniper, the only Radiant hero in the top 5. Sorry, Axe is in top 5. I'm an idiot. But Axe in 5th, Sniper in 3rd, with Lifestealer Storm ahead of him, and Timber not that far from it. And any little reprieve that they got, that Dire Tower denied. So less gold than they were hoping for. Jishbo with phase, just completing his Dragon Lance. So, okay, headshot does physical damage. Okay, I was a little curious about that. I thought it probably did, but wanted to be sure. Asa, only a few hundred gold now. He gets the call, but taking a lot of damage. The spin's coming out, starting to chunk. A hook, not going to hit anything. He does some decent damage, but the healing from the open wounds and the Feast Obelisk just eats him up. Hook trying to save his teammate, probably. Oh, truth. I am so sorry, my friend. Oh, you put him to sleep. Might be able to get away, or will you? Timber Chain.
Illusion.
He's on the prowl. Sniper's here now, though, and that with the Assassinate and a Silence, I think they can finally get this guy. They're wounding that Assassinate, and he finally goes down. Sniper popping him in the head.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So just by getting a good kill. But MMKR still at about
Radiant's
2k
middle tower
lead.
is not safe.
Kingslayer roughly 300 gold away from his Dragon Lance. Axe 200 gold now before he gets that Blink Dagger, but Nyx Assassin Vendetta with a Lifestealer invested in him. Some action. Did they get spotted by that? I'm not sure. So that sees far. The Sentry, I think they went this way. I think they missed. Vendetta only got about 15 seconds left. But he might find the Sniper, or he's going to get spotted by the wards. He walks under it. If they jump on 204, though. There's the hook. Nyx in trouble, but Lifesteal immediately popping out. A good double stun. The Spike Carapace stopping the Assassinate, and now Shrapnel coming down, slowing up Obelisk. They get the donk onto 204, and a stolen taunt onto the Sniper, rolling in. A good sleep puts through. Will just about get any more of this. Double kill for Aza. Taking a lot of damage with Obelisk, too slow underneath the Shrapnel. That now Timber is here trying to cut these guys down, get the cleanup crew going. He will be able to pursue any further. Timber Chain. He gets that Q popped a little too early. Aza and Toothless getting low. The Chakram cuts down the Axe. It looks like a spinning blade does a little bit more work than the Axe does. And Obelisk going to fortify too. They win that little skirmish, but lose a couple heroes. So very even overall. 2 for 2. An offlaner and a support for 2 supports. About 100 gold for MMKR and about 100 XP for MMKR with about 42 gold for Glort. Not the biggest gold swing in the world, but it does create space for your Jaw Ranger. She can hang out, get more points in that aura, start pushing with her E. Seems she triggered it once already this game. A nice hook. Dismember. Lifestealer getting low, and he's got no rage. So a killing spree for the Pudge. Glort starting to come back, and despite how much I personally dislike their draft, they're playing very well. And the Sniper starting to get quite fed. He has not died yet. 103. He's second on the net worth, just behind that Storm Spirit. And good hooks from the Pudge could make up for a lot of their issues. And the Jaw Ranger, I mean, she does hit very hard, and she is just pushing with the 204. Smells an easy target on the Drow. She's triggered the aura. Wants to get this tower. Another wave coming in. Fortification. I'm pretty sure she outranges this tower, but 204 right there. Wants to get the jump onto her. CP top from that Lifestealer. A stolen axe call as the fight breaks out up top. Chakram coming in. Bill getting very, very low. He should be going down here. But will Nyx get this Drow Ranger? She's fairly tanky. He doesn't do enough damage to silence onto her. And now going after Jishpa on the run. These trees getting cut down. Zip in. Call going to connect onto one here. Just the Timber Saw trying to save Jishpa. Jishpa though in serious trouble. And now I think he's done for. The open wounds and Storm zipping in. And Timber Saw just in case cuts his head right off. And now it's Asa himself who's struggling. A stolen call on the axe. But he's zapped down and right clicked, hit by a bunch of stuff at the same time. And he'll die too. Nyx with a DD, just wants to keep teasing Kingslayer, wants to keep this Jaw Ranger from getting any kind of comfortable inside her own jungle. But he was not there for that fight top. He doesn't need to be.
Stupendous.
Radiant's top tower needs bandages.
Oh, a great hook onto the timber. Is there any follow-up? Or splitter? Not going to hit anybody. And Pudge looks like he's going to die. A beautiful call. One dunk. We'll be able to get two. An Echo Stomp. Meanwhile, the Storm Spirit gets the Drow Ranger at the bot lane, but now Sniper's up here ready to get that fight going. They've got Blink in a few seconds and a taunt too. Infest. Oh, there's a Courier. The call stops them. The Courier getting low. As they're getting turned on, Sniper continuing to fight those thoughts. So tanky with that reactive armor. The sleep putting him down, and now the Assassinate. I don't think he's going to survive this. Picks him off right in the middle of that fight. Truth is getting low, but Obelisk too. Sniper just plinking away. Will he be able to catch this guy? A headshot slow. Rage in 1 second. He's got no more shrapnel charges. And Assassinate not going to be able to kill him. And he's just right-clicking. Oh, well that... Ooh. Just as Rage is about to end, and then Nyx goes onto the Sniper. He's inside the wave, taking a lot of damage from right clicks. And just might lose his life. If that Impale catches, I think he's done for. Well, he is done for, but not even necessary. The skill shot overwritten by a Fade Bolt. MMKR still the 4K gold lead. Bloodstone finished on the Storm Spirit. Kaya queued up next. Axe getting a call inside the wave. Lots of spins and dunk. Very unfortunate for Rubik. Blade Mail, his next choice. Oh, thought might actually die to Kingslayer. Ooh. There. Jow's starting to do more damage than I originally thought. Has that rank 2 ult, so it's for about 200 each right click. Her Yasha to be finished soon. Aura granting 58 damage, so Sniper with tons of free gold. He's after his Maelstrom. Only about 1k away. Oh, they've got a scan. They found Kingslayer. Storm is here. He's got the zip. Goes in, and King, who's done very well for himself, like recovering, doing fine damage, will die. A good silence with the right clicks. Can't stop those.
Terrifying.
Can this be?
GPM picked up by Nyx. Storm went for the mana regen, of course. Interesting that he went XP. I mean, I know you want every spell max, but I suppose it's just opinion. I think XP's talent's a little bit overhyped. Oh, a hook onto this Nyx. He's super low, but will he be able to survive? A taunt catches him, but a zip back onto the Sniper, the hero that they really need to survive. He gets lifted too. He's getting so low. Another right click, and Timbersaw coming in with the Chakram, and the Q can cut him down. An Assassinate stolen by Rubik. He's going to get Azza. Just bullets in the brains. And now chasing down Truth. This is a disastrous fight. MMKR slaughtering them. 5 for 1. Well, 5 if you count the Jar Ranger dying earlier. 19 Bloodstone charges on Storm. They're going after Kingslayer. Zip in. Not able to get in range just yet.
Radiant's bottom tower has a nasty situation.
Assassinate King. Not enough mana on Storm to, I think, really fight her. But the tier 1 tower gonna get flanked down. We're taking the HP talent, and 6k gold advantage for MMKR. Things are looking rough for them. The Solar Crest and the Echo Saber done on the Lifestealer. XP leads similarly good for them. About probably 8k XP. TP's coming in from the Axe. A good taunt could do it, but Bill might be dead before that even comes in. Just standing inside that Chakram. He's going to go down. Taunt onto just one because they get the Infest in just in time. Obelisk now after enemy heroes, but Thought going to go down, get dunked on. But Obelisk himself getting very, very low. He'll die too. And now they're after Saltwater. Saltwater getting so very low. The Assassinate onto the Rubik instead, but it's just the right clicks. And they have no vision to get Saltwater. They get 3 heroes. MMKR overstaying their welcome. Kicked out of the Glort house. And a 1900 gold swing going their way. XP, 3800. Nothing to sneeze at. Pudge, I think Bill TPing in a little. Like, if he TP'd, he should have TP'd like here-ish. Or just TP'd here and then walked. He's not tanky enough, but since Storm, we're about to find out if that's true. Going right in on him. There's the Shrine up just in time, but he got the Dismember going. They're after this Storm. Could they get him? The Shrine not going to heal him in time, and the Silence not going to hit. So Storm Spirit Saltwater getting away with murder in the Radiant jungle. 21 Bloodstone charges. He's just getting them stacked. Timber with his own Bloodstone just finished. Level 14. Storm getting Remnant damage, so these hit pretty hard. 340 damage apiece. And with that Kaya plus that all those Bloodstone charges, this guy is going to be all over the place. More reactive stacks means more livy things. I suspect he'll go the attack speed, especially because Maelstrom no longer gives attack speed. Oh, King gets a silence, may be able to run away, but once that silence wears, will he just go in for it? Will he just hunt him down? But no, he doesn't.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Ping out the Sensor's Reward there.
Invisibility.
Nyx with a secret package tucked away inside him. On the prowl for an unsuspecting victim, especially a sniper.
Zaya's middle tower is under fire.
But they find somebody else, a good double stun. Storm zipping in, the Remnant 2, and a hook stolen by Zykor. Oof. 2 massacred in the blink of an eye. And maybe more trying to slow them down. Another silence. The Gust has been very, very helpful. Shrapnel gonna help D push a lot. But these three heroes could potentially defend and kill several heroes if there's a really good axe call.
Radiant's middle tower is under
So that's
attack.
3.2 seconds. It's possible. Difficult, but possible.
Radiant's middle tower is not safe.
However, MMKR go for safe objectives. An 8k gold lead now built up for them. XP just as good.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Thought. He's fine. 20 react. Oh, beautiful. Getting him at the tail edge of that hook, but Saltwater catches a more valuable target. The Drow Ranger. Not safe to push anywhere against these guys, it seems.
Stupendous.
Radiant's middle tower may need a hand.
I am once more trying to eat more Tums. This is the 4th Tum, which is the recommended max dose, and Axe overdosing on Timber Saw damage. Definitely don't want to take more than 1 Chakram or 1 Whirling Death at a given moment. But there was a lot more going on there. A little bit of overindulgence of damage.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Sniper, though, thankfully able to kill that ward, make it more difficult for Storm to just dive in, roll in.
Radiant's top tower needs bandages.
Look at these Bloodstone charges. 25, 17. Jishpa does good damage, but it's 3 Dire cores ahead of all 3 Radiant cores. Definitely not where you want to be, especially as a Drow who wants to have killed probably at least all the tier 2s. But they just don't have a team for a Drow. She just doesn't fit into the draft.
That should help.
Not to mention MMKR have a great team against her. Storm, Timber can easily dive on her, as can Lifestealer just walk at her. Or even better, just infest with an ally, and Jishpa is shish kebabbed between Obelisk and Saltwater. 10k gold now. Last game we didn't see a gold lead this high for most of the game. However, we saw 20k gold lead for MMKR and they still lost. So definitely anything is possible, but it's going to be difficult in this game. The Storm and the Lifestealer, great heroes against the Sniper, who I think really needs to go BKB, Hurricane Pike, items to let him avoid enemies, to survive enemies. And with a blink on the Lifestealer now, Obelisk going to just be able to chomp that poor little Keen folk. Only 1 tier 2 left, and this is what the Drow lineup wants to be doing. They want to be the ones to be hitting, okay, we're going to get that last tier 2, probably like 5 minutes ago, but they're just not able to. King, horrendously underfarmed, going for drums, trying to get value items, anything to help him survive, anything to buff his aura, his damage. Saltwater looking for a target to zip on, but Radiant playing really, really safe, or maybe playing scared, huddled up on their high ground trying to avoid MMKR. Although soon, It'll be unavoidable. They're just trying to keep the wave shoved, trying to get this final tier 2, and
Dire's bottom
I think MMKR could get Roche fairly easily.
bottom tower lies
Solar
in
Crest.
ruins.
I think Drow should turn on her aura if she hasn't. Alright, she did it earlier. Storm zipping away. Thank God Lifestealer didn't zip out of that.
Touche.
So Drow has been using her aura pretty much on cooldown. Good job by King to create space around the map for his team.
Bottom tower is on its way
I
to
suspect
earth
he'll probably
down.
just puke. Like, and since you can just puke it out, honestly. And in this game, I think that's really the play too. Especially they have a
Dire's
large
bottom
wave bot.
tower is under attack.
But we shall see. Oh, Salt zipping in, wants to get this sniper. He's going to live a beautiful taunt, a good silence. The blade mail, they're getting low, overextending, taking a ton of damage. Lifestealer with the rage, but not going to be able to get it off as he gets dunked down by the axe. But axe also going to get excellent execution, quite literally and figuratively, of their abilities. But a near instantaneous respawn from the Storm Spirit. Did he deny himself? He did. Nicely done from Saltwater. So not as big of a gold swing as I think Glort were hoping for, but that's the kind of thing that they need. King with his drums done. Use that aura again. They're pushing in bot. How much damage is that creep doing? God, like 100?
Dire's bottom
Bah,
tower is
bah.
under
Look
attack.
at these creeps. Look at them go. He's murdering the other creeps. But that's really good of her to do because it spreads the pressure from like they were shoving mid. So when she does that, it puts pressure on MMKR in the side lanes, allowing Glort to go for fights because if they lose, they're not necessarily going to lose their whole base unless they lose 5 heroes. But Kingslayer done reasonably. I mean, I think it's done as well as this Drow could have hoped to do, given she was against the Timber, given that there's a Storm in the game, there's a Lifestealer in the game. There's just so much that just wrecks her. Sniper also can finish Molnir soon. Looks like he wants a Lotus Orb. That's my guess. Oh, and the Carapace setting up for his stun. Chakram 2, blowing him just to bits. A beautiful sleep. Will the Earth Splitter do anything? Do they have any follow-up? Axe looking for a call. He gets 2 heroes. Rig blinking into the worst possible time, trying to get the spins procs, trying to get that dunk. They steal the Earth Splitter though on the Rubik. He throws it down himself to Chakram. A great stun. And now it's Azla in serious trouble. He's going to get right-clicked to death by Timber, but in a humiliating death, or maybe the Chakram, just in case. It's a Timber chain. 3 dead for nothing. A great effort from Glort though. That was a really nice setup from the other Titan. Unfortunately, Axe not quite in position to capitalize on that. If they had, I think they could have easily killed 2, if not 3 heroes. But they lost Sniper, and things are going from bad to worse for them. MMKR starting to accelerate their lead. A 2k gold swing, netting nearly 12k in their favor. XP also not looking great for Glort. They're falling behind in these like 1, 2, 3 for 0 exchanges. XP over 10k now. And Kingslayer just so far behind on net worth. 1k behind this Lifestealer, 2k behind the Storm, 3k behind the Timber Saw. Notice a pattern. And Axe even further behind. Roshan think it'll be an easy target for MMKR. They're pinging it out. They know this is happening, but there's not a whole lot they can do. Roche still very healthy, though, actually. I thought for sure he'd be dying a lot faster. The smoke broken. Glort, Echo Stomp, puts them all to sleep. They've got an Earth Splitter. Not yet. In 15 seconds, they already killed the Storm Spirit. Now they're after more. The Lifestealer getting low. He's got silence, so he can't use the Rage. This Never onto Timber. He's going to die, too. And a blink away. They kill 2 heroes, 2 high priority heroes. 3 heroes, actually. A Storm respawning soon. And now it's Roshan going to be going into their pockets. Do they want to turn and fight this? Does the Lifestealer dare? They've got Storm coming back, TPing to a shrine. He's going to zip in. This could be really, really bad for Glort. The Storm zips in. Does he get the Aegis, though? They zip in. It's actually snatched by Saltwater. The Admiral doing a ton of damage. They lose that Aegis immediately. In truth, they're trying to do as much damage as they can. They lose 3 heroes again. They get the Aegis. Can Storm zip away? He gets called. Oh, a beautiful call. But Timber doing so much damage. Trying to come in. Gets a double kill. Executing Pudge and the Drow Ranger. Ooh. What an impressive fight from both sides there. Thanks to the Bloodstone quick respawn, MMKR. Whew. able to get that Aegis on the Storm, but lose it immediately, denying Glort any kind of advantage, but Glort still getting the bulk of that swing for themselves to 1.2k XP and roughly 1.6k gold going their way, but it's still 6k 5k gold total in favor of MMKR. It's bouncing between the two, and XP right around the same neighborhood, about 5k. Glort, an excellent fight for them. Lifestealer now falling behind the Sniper and the Drow Ranger. A pipe finished will help them with the Timber Saw. Does this pierce the spell shield? I don't know. Anyways. Storm now down to 8 Bloodstone charges. He lost a lot. He had 21, 22. He's died a couple times. Drow trying to get an SNY herself. While Sniper is Molnir done, also going for an SNY. I think I'd prefer BKB on him. Just to live through that storm. Just so he doesn't get pulled, doesn't get lifted, doesn't get impaled. You know, there's a lot of things. Or even Spike Carapace. And now they've smoked. Radiant scanning. They're very close to their side of the jungle. They don't see anybody yet, nor do they have that scan to hunt people down. They do see Saltwater though. Can they get a call? Can they get a silence? They do, and the call coming out. Nice execution and a great smoke gank. And a good success for them. The Nyx with the blink. Now Yulst. They've got a hook. Oh, not the hero they want to hook, but they put him to sleep. They have no detection. A little unfortunate on that hook. I think Nyx would have probably survived anyway. But another kill on Storm. That's exactly the hero that they want to be getting. Drow Ranger. They shred these towers, but just between the Drow and the Sniper, doing both over 200 damage, almost 300 damage, or 300 damage in the case of the Drow Ranger. So things are looking great for MMKR, or sorry, for Glort. They're going to try to pressure high ground. Fortification was just used. Storm dead for 10 seconds. They are 6k gold behind, but this is the best time for them to equalize it. But Drow, canceling her TP, wants to stay and push. They're going to get at least this tier 3. They might even be able to get, they should be hitting the ranged racks. Or maybe they want to focus this melee. The zip in forward, a lot of damage. A lift coming out too. A zip onto the Sniper. He's already dead. Now going for truth. He's getting extremely low. A call coming in. Beautiful. Actually, it was stolen from the Rubik. And now his Kinks there getting low. He needs to get away from this Timber Saw, but I don't think he can. A zip forward too. Storm Spirit pursuing in deep and cut down. A nice hook. But just an intersect of the Drow Ranger and a double kill for this Storm Spirit. And Bill, I don't think he's going to get away either. A beautiful attempt, but sorry, I don't know why I did that. A beautiful attempt from Glort trying to even things out. They get that melee so low, the ranged also, but unfortunately they all died in the end. 5 for 1, just getting that Rubik, overstaying just a little bit against that Storm Spirit. Probably, if they had all focused the same racks, maybe they would have killed something. I'm not sure, but now it's their T3 getting beat down. They do have Fortification on Glort. They don't have any buybacks. Well, they can buy back the Drow, but I don't think she wants to, this, especially not alone. The Storm is just going to butcher her. Thought also the Timber going to just destroy her. Fortunately, their tower hitting on MKR is horrible. They do not kill buildings as well as they kill heroes, and they kill heroes really well. So they kill buildings very bad. Like super bad. Nyx getting planked. Assassinate. He can carapace that, but doesn't. Maybe feeling bad. Maybe Nyx Assassin, just feeling the assassinate. It calls to him, speaks to him. It's a muse. But less amusing for Glort, as Thought, top of the net worth. Right behind him is that Storm Spirit Sniper. Their Glimmer of Hope catching up, and Drow roughly even with the Lifestealer. You see a bit of turbulence on this graph. It goes up, and then the 5-man wipe happens, and a tier 3 falls, and it evens up again, and then we see XP going up again. It's nice. It's great. We want to fight, and then they lose, and then Timber completing his Shiva's Guard, going to make it even more difficult for Sniper, for Drow to escape. Storm starting to recharge himself on his Bloodstone, gets an Arcane Rune, gets the silence onto one, but a taunt misses, dodging that silence too. They really want this guy, but with the Arcane and the Kaya, no way they can catch him. They should be able to get this tier 2 at least. So they're starting to even up the towers, which means they're getting a bit of gold for themselves. And oh, Zip. He's going in. He doesn't get silenced in. The Serious Guard slowing up 3 heroes just by getting low. Luckily, that Timber's going to miss, and a nice call onto 2. But do they have the follow-up damage to kill off Saltwater? No, they don't. The Infest coming out too. And now, look at this damage. Thought just kills 2 on his own. And now Azza in trouble, getting ripped to pieces by that Lifestealer. Saltwater Taffy going in on his Bill, starts eating up that Lifestealer, but not able to do anything with it. And it's a double kill, and Pudge dies too. 5 for nothing. A buyback immediately from Elder Titan. But it's 60 seconds without a sniper, and a Drow buying back too means an even bigger gold swing. 3.7k going their way, and 7k XP. Roshan not up for another minute and 50 seconds at least. But without Fortify, this is Rax. The Drow not nearly strong to fight this level 25 Timbersaw. Ooh. Mules to just delay things, just to keep him away as long as they can, but Timber and Drow putting him to sleep can maybe push him away from the Rax a little with Gust, but then Drow could just get dived. And the first lane of Rax, it looked like maybe it could have gone to Glort, but not going to happen. As MMKR is starting to push even further, they have 2 cannons and 3 range creeps. They may be able to pressure this bot tier 3 too. Lifestealer going right for it. And Thought able to tank up, goes deep in onto Truthless. A hook won't hit on anything. The silence onto this Timber though could make things nervous for him, but the Storm zipping in deep goes after the Drow. She's getting super low, and Impale onto 2 heroes too, zipping around, but the Drow able to force out herself in safety. Taunt trying to come from Aza. He only gets the Nyx Assassin. Timber turning himself away, and Pudge going to die, get dunked on by Aza. Sorry, Pudge going to die, or Truth is going to die, and then 204 getting dunked on by Aza. And Storm zipping away, carrying with him the Lifestealer. The tier 3 falls at bot. And it looks like MMKR are poised to take game number 2, forcing it to a 3rd game in this best of 3. This is inaccurate. It was Glort that won the last game, and MMKR almost 20k net worth ahead, and just about 20k XP too. They just feel too far behind. The Sniper just about to finish an S and Y. I don't think that'll really change anything for them. 3k on Timber. He could get Lotus. He could get Lincolns. He could get Ags. Sheepstick. Storm has his Orchid complete and 1k. Looks like he went for Travels. Roshan not up for 2 minutes and 30 seconds, but they'll scout it.
Stupendous.
Obelisk is 1333. Is about 500 gold away from his Assault Cuirass. Can probably afford to buy out. It's sort of risky. It depends. If they lost a fight like here and everyone bought out, they could quite possibly lose. But if they lose a fight over here and he's bought out, it's probably not that bad. I really don't know why this does this thing where it like fills it in. It's interesting. It doesn't just make a normal circle. Radiant are smoked, but Roche isn't happening. It doesn't appear that they've got any interest in pursuing on the other side of the map. Jishba. I like the sniper pick. I really wish this Drow was something like maybe Troll, maybe Gyro. They just don't have a team that can play around this Gyro very well. And Troll could man fight the Lifestealer, maybe not very good against Timber. Gyro probably fairly good. Luna also. I said in the draft I think Luna would have been fine if they wanted that aura to buff their heroes. I mean, he's giving 90 damage, which is great. The problem is only Sniper's getting it. It's not like they've got like, I don't know, Visage. Nah, I probably wouldn't run Visage. You know, like some range supports, even stuff like Lion, stuff like Witch Doctor, Shadow Shaman, all benefit or Winter Wyvern, all benefit from that Drow aura. Unfortunately, we've only got the one hero that does. 60 seconds till Roche is up, and we saw it be a hot spot last time. Will it be the same again, or will it be an easy claim by either side? I think both sides kill it fairly quickly. Just Lifestealer with the Solar Crest, although I think Dire kill it slower than Radiant. I mean, you've got the Drow and the Sniper, really good right-clicking heroes, can pretty easily get through Roshan. Axe level 20 took the 20 health regen talent. Attacking procs counter helix, that's cute. Not good though. Drow with marksmanship, agility. Maybe the silence would have been better this game. I feel like the silence might have been better. Just if you get the silence on the Lifestealer, on the Timber, on the Storm, they don't really have a whole lot to get out of it. And that's when they can win fights, is when Storm can't zip, Lifestealer can't rage, when these heroes are vulnerable.
Regeneration.
Storm himself with the extended Electric Vortex duration. Timber at 25 with Timber Chain. Whatever, he's 15 at least. Cast Rage, probably better than the Fade Bolt damage reduction. It's okay, it's not bad. Magic Resist for Truthless, good choice. I hope he goes Echo Stomp damage at 20. Speaking of talent, Sniper. Huh. Maybe we're supposed to puke out those Assassinates against the Timber Saw, but I feel like the knockback on Headshot will be really good against Lifestealer, although maybe not so much, because Storm and Timber have Glat closing abilities. And this time, I don't think they can contest this Roche. They're smoked. They're going to try, but they got to get there quick. It's pretty much dead. Or is it? It's at half. They're running out of the pit. MMKR, Obelisk is low. This could be the fight that they need to get a bash. Nyx scouting it all out. Obelisk infesting into the Storm for safety. But they may now have to contest the Roche themselves. The hook not going to hit on anyone. They need to check this Roche. They need to check how low it is. With their heroes, they can kill it fairly quickly. A Stolen Astral Spirit will scout. They don't, though. They don't see how low the Roche is, which means that MMKR could go back into the pit and try to get it again. In fact, they all TP back. They go back to try to defend. And with that TP, Roche is done. And now Aegis for sure going to be, with even the Echo Stomp, not going to delay anything. Rage and zip away to dodge. And Nyx after Truthless. Aegis on the Storm. He's going to be even braver than he was before. Who took the cheese? Was it Timber? This is the second Aegis.
Looking for me?
Huh. Did someone eat it? Maybe. Because that's the second Aegis. Saltwater stole the first one. I don't see cheese, though. Oh well. Now they're going to start hitting shrines for some free gold. Saltwater pretty close to his Scythe of Ice. No BKB on Drow, no BKB on the Sniper, no Lotus Orbs. Nothing to really defend these heroes if that were to occur. They've got a Crimson Guard and a Pipe, though. That could greatly increase the survivability of their cores, who are fairly squishy. They've got a lot of armor, though, between them. I mean, Jarranger's got 43 armor, assuming there's no one standing on top of her. She loses all of this agility if there's someone within that little green circle around her, which means she loses 100 damage. One lane of Rax down and a tier 3 dead at bot lane. MMKR perhaps getting ready to go in for the kill. Got their Aegis on the Storm. Lifestealer can buy his Assault Cuirass, making tower hitting easier for MMKR. As for buybacks, there's 3 on the Radiant. Dire will not need them in this fight. And now they're going in a nice stun onto the 2 worst heroes to get stunned. They get King, and they get Drow, and they get Sniper. An amazing stun from that Nyx on exactly the heroes that they needed. Oh. Glort getting gutted by that Nyx assassin. He found, wow, man, 30k gold behind, dude. And now, I think Glort are in serious trouble, knowing that there's no buybacks on the Sniper, no buyback on the Drow Ranger. MMKR maybe want to group up and go for that. They still have that Aegis. I'm surprised to see them not grouped. They do have travels on Timber, but I am still really surprised to not see them trying to pressure or trying to push anything. And it appears they're content to just farm with this Aegis. They got shrines and forced buyback, so not wasteful necessarily, but I really want to see them go for something. Actually, it looks like he lost the Aegis. When did that happen? I apologize. I guess that 90-minute game fatigued me, but no room for excuses. The Ags on the Rubik. Could be good to steal Assassinate, but I don't think he does a ton of damage. I'm trying to think what he can steal with the Ags. It's like good Earth Splitter, I suppose. Sniper ult, Axel, I guess. What's the Ags upgrade? Does that increase the kill threshold? I don't remember. think it increases the damage and reduces the cooldown to like 12 seconds. Octarine Core done on Thought. Now he's after himself an Aghanim Scepter. Double the Chakrams, double the damage. Grouping up towards bot. They want to get this lane of Rax down here. 2 lanes of Rax, harder to come back against, but we saw Glort hold on for 90 minutes against Megas for a good half of that. Anything is possible, but I think MMKR have a really solid looking draft this game. They're missing the Timber though, and he doesn't have travels. I think that's a mistake. Saltwater. Going for that Bloodthorn. Get some right-click damage and just ruin a hero's day. MMKR are 33k gold ahead. Obelisk walking towards the Rax. Maybe wants to try to force out a fortification. Storm zipping in, gets a Hex onto Pudge. They're going in on him, but a nice silence stops the Nyx. Earthsplitter coming in. Yule's defensively. Azza gets a taunt on one. Look at that blink. Really bad timing from Zyko. He's going to get deleted thanks to that Earthsplitter. And now they're going onto the life, so himself and getting extremely low. A nice impale onto 2 heroes, but Obelisk needs to be careful. He's gotten Infest, can pop out, and Timber is also on the run. Thought fairly low. Timber chains away. Throws out those Chakrams. Obelisk trying to turn and fight a zip in, going after the draw range. Look at those Chakrams damage. If he pulls them back, he's going to cut some heroes down. Pudge gets the deny up. He has a buyback. He uses it immediately. An impale and a zip through. They get a kill onto the Axe. Azza no buyback. Truth is going to die too. He's got no buyback either. Claire going to die. There's no buyback on him. But Sniper sniping away. Plinking more and more. And a hook into the pit, into the fountain. But he's so tanky. But the Glort, GG out. No buyback on their cores, and they just can't seem to kill any dire heroes. So MMKR claim game number 2 in this best of 3, forcing us to a 3rd and final game, the loser of which will be eliminated from ad2l Season 20 Contender League playoffs. Meow Meow Kitty Rangers looking strong, and I just think their drafts, at least this draft, was very, very good. I think it was a lot better than what Glort had put together. The Drow Ranger just didn't feel like it fit. The Pudge was very, very greedy. They had some really great stellar moments, some great calls, some beautiful hooks, and great silences too, but unfortunately Glort unable to really make things come together for them in the way that they wanted. MMKR take game number 2, and we'll be right back with game number 3. Hope you guys enjoy the stow, and I hope you stick around.